I can go through and I can look at, if I hover over any one of these entries here, I can see how much I/O is going on for this user and kind of what they're trying to do. So I can see that for this particular user here, they're doing, they're doing, 21 metadata IOPS on the system at the time. They're also going through and doing, not really a lot of data I/O here. This is kind of their latency here. We may see if they're doing database scans, if this is a database, a VAST database user, we'll see what their I/O is for database as well. So we can look into that, get some details off it. So let's dig into a little bit of demonstration here for this. Let's look at a live system and see what's going on while we're waiting here. So again, we'll take a look at our analytics. If I want to go through, I want to dig down on my analytics. I can dig into my analytics on here. So this is going to be, again, showing real time for this here. So I see that here's my sharp increase in I/O that I started doing on the system. And I can go through and I can look at this in various different ways. I want to look at my C node IOPS. I can see here that, out of this load here, these other C nodes are running pretty well, about 600 IOPS a second. This one C node is getting the bulk of the workload, and it's now up at 1250. If I want to factor in some bandwidth items in there, I can get these. I can go through and get these as well. So I'll see that I have these, this kind of activity here. When I go through and I look at my data flow here, and I'm hoping that is now showing what I wanted to show. And it still is not displaying what I wanted to show yet. Come on. There we go. So I'm going to see here for my data flow, I'm going to see, my user coming on here doing this type of I/O. And I can look at this and say, hey, here's the kind of activity I have going on the system. My one user is doing all of this I/O. I can see if I want to isolate this user down, I can see very, very quickly that kind of the flow here is that my user is coming from here. It's coming from this host in particular. It is coming, this I/O is coming to this particular VIP pool on this particular C node, and it's being all done to this particular view or this particular file system. So I can very rapidly get some information very, very quickly for this. Now, if my I/O will start as it should, again, my script that I was running did not want to go through and kick off. I don't isolate those flows, clear isolation on that. And I apologize, my workflow that gives me a lot of I/O on the system doesn't want to seem to fire off. So we'll see, but we'll see things here. So I can see any other I/O that's going on in the system. The analytics for this. So let's look at a couple problems here, a couple things that we might want to go through and do. Let's say in this case here that, hey, this I/O here, I'm doing this I/O, it's affecting other types of users. I've got users complaining, saying, hey, somebody's hogging all the bandwidth that shouldn't be, or there's a rogue job that's running, and I want to go through and I want to isolate I want to go through and isolate that user, or prevent that individual user from generating all that much I/O, or throttle them in some other way. So I can come in here, I can look at this and say, hey, this user, I see here, it's fairly obvious that I'm the user going through and causing this. If I want to go through and throttle this, we can go through and do this very, very easily. Now I can look at a few other things here. If I go through and look at top actors on this, look at individual users, I'm going to see right now that, hey, my user here is doing much more I/O than any other user that is out there for this. So I did, definitely I'm the one doing the most I/O for this. So we want to go through and we want to throttle my user to prevent myself from doing that. So if I want to go through and do that, we can use this through doing quality of service. So quality of service is something that is defined with this. We can go through and set this. We got QoS policies that are on here, and our QoS policies can be defined in a couple different ways. So I can have QoS policies that can be defined either by a view or can be defined an individual user. And I can set whatever kind of bandwidth limits I want for I/O, make them relative to the amount of data that's out there. We can go through and set anything there. So, but for my particular user, I've identified my user as being the problem. for this. So I want to go through and I want to throttle my user down. So right now, if we notice here, I'm doing about 1 gigabyte a second for this. I want to throttle that down a bit. So let me go through and throttle my user down. So I'm going to come through. I've got an IO here that is running. I'm going to go through. I've got a quality of service policy that's running here. It's basically going to go through. It's going to limit any user here to 100%, 100 megabytes read or write bandwidth for this, or combined 100 megabytes read or write bandwidth. So I've already applied it to one user here. I'm going to go through. I'm going to apply it to my user as well. So I need to specify the tenant that this is running in. So I'm a part of this tenant, but I'm going to go through and look at my user ID here, find my user, add that user, and click update. And what I'm going to see is that you notice here the IOPS immediately start dropping down to this. So it is applied immediately to this user, very, very, very quickly. I've eliminated that problem. Everything goes back to normal for people doing IO. Now, this particular session is only doing reads or writes. If I was doing reads and writes at the same time, I'd have more because that's what I set my limit to. But if this is all done, everything is good, I want to be able to restore that user. All I need to go through and do is come down here, take my user out of that. I can remove that quality of service thing there. I can see these IOs going back up. And what I'll be able to see here is that if I go through and I look at my analytics for this, look for my analytics here, or look at my users here, I'm going to see here that, at least in this case, because I had no other IO going on, I see that noticeable drop off in IO when I put my, put my user under it, throttled them and then brought them back up. Okay, so we can look at things at various different ways for this. Again, we'll take a look at data flow and see whether data flow, my job is not kicking off, so I don't have any other users there. But that's one example there on how we can go through and make use of it to kind of answer those questions.